Hello, here we are at Web Summit in Lisbon, Portugal, and talking about with the most advanced technology gurus and tech leaders and thought leaders. But there are some people that are brave enough to stand up against the banks. Was it too strong, that one?
No, it's good.
It did like that, Alex.
Yes, banks are not your friends. You know?
We were talking just before we started the cameras, and we were so passionate about, yes, I don't like banks, no, but nobody likes banks.
No one likes banks.
And this is why Celsius is there.
Exactly.
Why Celsius exists.
Well, look, we need someone to help us with our financial accounts, with our financial life. And normally we trust people that we think are acting in our best interest. But what if these people are not acting in our best interest? What if their interest is exactly the opposite of ours? Should we continue giving them our money, or should we take the money and put it somewhere else? So for 700 years of banking, there was never an option. The only thing you could do is give it to a bank.
You don't think about it, just, okay,
Right.
I earn money, I give it to a bank, and
Exactly. It used to be the Medicis, it used to be the Venetians, and then it was others and so on, and now it's JP Morgan or it's Barclays Bank or whatever. But they do the same thing. They charge you crazy money if you want to borrow from them, like credit card or whatever,
Yeah.
and they pay you nothing for your money. But what does the bank do? It takes your money, lends it to me on my credit card, they give you zero and they charge me 24%. So if they charge me 24%, why can't they pay you 7, 8, 10%?
Be fair at least.
Be fair, yes.
Yeah.
So that's all Celsius does, my company, right? It just takes money from you, pays you 8%, lends it to me at 9%. You're happy and I'm happy, right? Everybody's happy. So you pay half of what the bank charged you on the credit card, and the community gets to earn the money. Instead of the money going to the shareholders of the bank, the money goes to the community that made the loans
So
available.
everybody becomes a bank in a certain way.
Everybody, you unbank yourself from the bank to the community, and you're helping the community.
So Unbank Yourself is slogan of the company, but also the book that will be out sometime soon.
Yeah, like beginning of 2022, yes.
And this phone here is recording this conversation because maybe it will find its place in the book.
It will be a chapter in the book, yes.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Word by word, you'll see, like from this interview. So.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I feel proud. And when we discussed that, David Meltzer, who introduced us, he told me, if you want to write a book, just make notes and make stories around it.
Yes.
How will you find people who don't like banks?
So we have 1.2 million customers already, and we're adding about 100,000 a month right now.
Oh my God!
And we have 30 billion in assets, 30 billion in 3 years, right? So what the banks really think is that because we have to trust them, we cannot trust somebody else. So they don't believe that a company like Celsius can exist, because who would be crazy enough to give their coins, their crypto, to somebody who's not a bank, right? But we proved all that wrong. We proved that what the banks are taking for granted, which is our trust, can be completely, very quickly eliminated, and we can create something by the community, for the people, by the people. And the reason, so people say to me, but Alex, how did you come up with the idea? And I said, it's not a new idea. What is the internet? The internet is that. We used to pay everything to the phone company, like Telecom in Serbia or whatever, right? Or the phone company here, or France Telecom, or British Telecom. We used to pay them $3 a minute to call our friends.
Oh my God, yes.
Now we use Voice over IP, it's free. What is Voice over IP? It's a community. You have an account in WhatsApp, I have an account in WhatsApp, we talk for free. So we no longer use the centralized authority, the phone company, and we bypass them with a peer-to-peer relationship. So what is Celsius? We don't no longer use the bank. We replaced it with money over IP.
Which is fair, and the fair
and we
fair
get
cut.
to keep all
fair
the profit. We get to keep all the profit.
Yeah. So I was talking with the Vidcon CEO Jim. He told us it's a democratization of the media.
Yes.
What happened with the creators and everything, and this is basically what you are doing with the people's assets.
Yes, the democratization and decentralization, right? So we paid today. We announced we paid $1 billion to our community in interest.
Oh my God.
Okay? In a world where it's negative rates, like you have to pay the bank to take your money.
And they lend it to someone else.
And they charge 24%. So it's like, with you charging so much, how come you're so greedy? Why can't you give us, the people, some of it? Give us something. No, we're going to charge you fees and we're not going to pay you anything.
They say if you are a monopolist, if you want to keep a monopoly, you have to act like you are not a monopolist. But they obviously don't.
They're all monopolies, yes. And they keep buying the small banks. So you have less and less and less options. And every 10, 15 years, they make a big mistake and they go out of business. And we have to come and bail them out. It's our money that bails them out, the taxpayer money.
Yeah.
So it's good to be a bank. It's just not good to be the person, like the individual.
Yes. And
so let's fire the banks. Let's fire them. And let's unbank ourselves with money over IP.
Okay, this content will help people change, because this is the name of our podcast, and your book will help people. This will be some kind of a tutorial how to unbank yourself.
Yes, and change is hard for most people. It's very hard for people to take a risk. It's very hard for them to go into something that is unknown, where they don't know all the answers, right? That's a lot of risk for a lot of people.
Of course.
And in nature, we are 90% of us are not risk takers, because if we were, we would die as a species.
Yes.
So only 10 or 20% of us are risk takers by genetically, right? So like I have 6 kids at home, and I can tell you that I can see like 2 of them are risk takers, 4 of them don't want to take any risk whatsoever, So nature just experiments, and it says, okay, we're going to allow a few people to take a lot of risk.
Early adopters,
exactly.
believers.
Medium risk, small risk, and we see who survives. If a lot of risk survive, that means we have to go over there, because but if they die because they took too much risk, then
they died. I didn't die.
Exactly. We just do the medium risk then. Did he survive the medium risk?
Yeah.
He also died. Okay, low risk. Did he survive? Good. We're doing low risk. That's where we're going.
No. Simon Sinek is talking a lot about that adoption, and he says that 16% of people, when 16%, then you go to the general population.
Exactly.
So there are believers, then there are early adopters, and so on. So.
But here the surprise is that in crypto and in yield, in what we do, interest, there is mass adoption immediately. We are growing so fast.
Because 99% of people hate banks.
They hate banks and they want to earn yield. I ask the question, who in the world does not want to earn more money on their money? Everybody raised their hands.
Yeah.
So 8 billion people say, of course. So we just have to be ready for them. We're going from 1 million to 10 million to 100 million. So
this is the big change happened in your life. When we discussed before the interview, you told me it's going out of proportion.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I've done 8 startups. This is my number 8 as a founder. So I've done this a few times. I have 3 unicorns. So it's not like I'm not an experienced guy. I'm very experienced. This is going like. This is a bullet train, right?
So what would be your advice? What was the game-changing thing that happened in your career with Celsius?
So look, in life, sometimes you're too early, sometimes you're too late, and being too early or too late is almost the same thing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, right? Being right just at the right time is very hard. Most people, anyone who tells you, I calculated everything and I started the company, no, you were lucky, you know? So and sometimes you just have to wait long enough to be lucky, right? So but you have to believe in something. You have to listen to your heart, and really, if you have an idea, right? Most people, they have an idea and they turn around in bed and say, I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, and then they see it happen and they go, I had this idea. I had this idea 2 years before everybody. I just didn't. I turned in bed to the other side and I didn't listen to myself. So you need the idea, the inspiration, but you need the perspiration. Perspiration is 99%, 1% inspiration, 99% you have to work hard to make the idea happen. And sometimes you have to work hard for 2 years before it takes off. We launched in 2017. Right before the crash. We had to go through the crypto winter for 2 years. And it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't like, everything was going great. Then it took off, right? So for 2 years we were tested. It's like God was testing us.
Yeah.
Are you strong enough? Are you gonna stick around?
Can you do this? Can you do?
Exactly. Are you committed to this, or are you gonna quit?
Yeah.
Let's see, because I'm gonna give you 100 million people. You're gonna change their lives for the better, right? You're gonna give them financial freedom.
But you have to be persistent.
But I want to see
have to push.
exactly.
Execution.
I want to see that you are committed to the cause. Are you worthy of leading all these people to financial freedom, right?
Alex, but you were lucky, I think. You have a resilient people in your team, as I know. There is one Ivan and then their guys, and Serbians.
Also, half were women, and it's very important. In crypto, it's mostly men. You look at a crypto team; it's like 9 men and a dog.
Yes.
Our team was 5 men, 5 women, and
a dog.
It helps. At least one dog. Yes. Amos. His name was there was a dog. His name was Amos. So you need that balance, because if you're going to change the world and you only include men, then you miss half of the population. You're not going to build a product.
Of course.
Because you're not listening to 50% of the people.
Yeah, we are thinking that, and we have in our podcast we have Vuk as a co-host, we have Rachel as a co-host, and this is another beauty of the thing. You would rather have Rachel, but I'm glad that I have you to ask you to pick your brain on the specific topics and so on.
You could have put a wig or something. Just,
I have enough hair, like I can act, like no problem. Alex, thank you very much for your time and for your interview and for your energy, and we will be there to look forward what happens with this hockey stick that just started to grow.
So we woke up the bear, right? The banks are like the bear.
Yeah.
We made enough noise to wake up the bear. Now the bear is angry, right? They're not happy because they see $30 billion leaving them. So now we have to be careful, because the bear is going to come and get you. So,
that's another challenge from above, I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're going to go to the regulators. They're going to complain about Celsius. They're going to say that we are bad. So we have to graduate. We have to be tested again and again and again. And the test is about the trust with the community. The test is, will the millions of people who are with us say, oh, you know what? You listen to the bank, and I'm afraid of the bank. I'm afraid of Celsius now, because the bank told me Alex is a bad guy, or Alex is making promises, or whatever. So the challenge is, it's not like, okay, we're doing great, and from now on we can just sleep in the back of the boat.
Now the fight starts.
The fight is just starting now.
The training finished.
And we all vote with our pockets. Every one of the members every day you have to vote with your pocket. Are you still believing in financial freedom? Are you believing in crypto, in the blockchain, or are you going to go back to abusive relationship? It's like a bad marriage with the bank.
Yeah.
You come home, they slap you around, they take all your money, and you're like, okay, let me do it again tomorrow. So that's what we're trying to change. We're saying, if you change your behavior, change your expectations, your money should be earning money. If you work hard for the money should be working hard for you also.
Yes, definitely.
And then over several years, you can get financial freedom. You can basically get to the point where your money is earning enough that you don't have to work. You can be in the back of the boat sleeping, because you have the captain. Yeah. Exactly. You can hire a captain to manage your money, and you can take some time off and really enjoy it. That's what most people don't understand. I tell people, how long it took you to get yourself in trouble with the credit card and with the debt and everything? Yeah. At least 5 or 10 years? Guess what? It's going to take you 5 to 10 years to get out of trouble. It's not like...
But you have a lot of supporters with a lot of developments, not only mentioning the people that are working, lending their money or giving their money to Celsius.
We have over 550 employees.
Yes. And also backers, a lot of backers jumping in.
We just raised 400 million.
This is what I'm saying. I didn't want to say the figure, but
No, it's public information.
Of course.
So we're doing our best. Look, I mean, we put the community first, right? So we do everything for our community, and they know it. They can feel it. They know, okay, this is real. This is not just lip service, and then they're gonna run away with the money or whatever. They know that we're doing it for the real cause, and we're here to change.
And the other thing, what is happening with Fiat now, it's going
horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, that's
I always said that the banks make me look great. I don't have to do anything. They make stupid things every day. The government and the central bank, and so every day they get a fine for doing illegal things.
Yeah.
So I don't need to do anything. I just need to not do anything, just to stay quiet.
I see this as a revolution coming from Eastern European countries. Like we are used to that. Exactly.
We tasted communism. We tasted socialism. capitalism, so we know all the systems.
The best of all, the best of all the trades,
And even I live in the United States. Even capitalism does not work for most Americans. 99% of Americans could barely finish the month, right?
Yeah.
So capitalism is great. I'm 1% of Americans. I'm the rich, or the rich.
Yeah.
So I could just rest, but then I was lucky. I came to the United States. I did 8 startups. I did great. I had a few exits. What are you giving back? When you go to the cemetery and you look at the statues in the cemetery, does anyone say, "I died with $1 million in my bank account"?
You leave here everything, but you leave the legacy.
You say, "I helped this many people. I had this many kids. I'm survived by my wife or whatever," right? So these are the things you care about. So most people wait until they die to think about it. No, you have to think about it now. You're lucky that you're here. What are you doing for other people? Giving is receiving, right? So 90% of us are givers. 90% of humans are givers. But we don't get a chance. We're stuck. We're busy. Life is causing us to make bad decisions. We don't have a chance to give. So if you get lucky and you really get to financial freedom, you have also responsibility to give back to all the people that are not as smart as you, not as lucky as you, not as fast as you. And that's what's really so special about Celsius, because the 550 people we have, they're all there for the cause, right? Yes, they get a salary, they get stock, they get sell tokens, but they want to make the world a better place.
I have to be very honest. I'm very proud that quite a few Serbians gave some.
They built everything. The Serbian team built everything Celsius has.
No.
Okay, I said that many times. But let me say it on the video.
For our friend Ivan. For
Ivan, for Milica, for everybody who's there, everybody on the team. Vlad and everybody on the team. There's right now there's over 100 people in Belgrade.
120.
But in the beginning it was like 10 people.
5,
5, then 10, then 15. And without them, there would be no Celsius.
Wow,
so,
Alex, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always nice to know that you are, Nikola Tesla changed the world, and changing the world.
My hero, Nikola Tesla.
Of course. And now, changing, I really see that Celsius is changing and making a revolution. And I look forward to the book. And I look forward to the signed copy of it and to my tutorial how to get away.
That chapter we dedicate to you, okay?
Oh my God, no, Alex. Right. Thank you very much for your time, your energy, and good luck with the revolution.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.